Neil, pleased to be through and based on the second half, comfortable in the end, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, really pleased to get through. I said to you at the weekend, Stafford Senior Cup's really important for me personally. Won it a few times, won it a couple of years ago at Port Vale with the Rangers, so we want to do that again. And I think, yeah, on the balance of play, deserved it, especially second half, a lot better. Wasn't that bad first half, we just didn't move the ball quick enough and had to tweak what we were doing a little bit with the front two, you know, young and inexperienced, learning the trade, and the way we'd set up with a diamond formation, you know, we needed to play off a front two. It wasn't happening first half. Second half, far better. Moved the ball quicker, one more first and seconds, middle of the park. Like I say, moved the ball quicker. Front two were a lot better. Got hold of it, started play off for us. Got them squeezing up the park and creating gaps in behind for us to run into, and obviously had a lot more goal scoring opportunities. 2 good goals, and perhaps should have scored more.
First half wasn't much to write about, fairly even, but then, like I say, he started the first half really quickly, got the goal fairly early on, and it didn't really look like in much danger.
No, I thought we were quite comfortable first half. We just didn't do enough with the ball and didn't move it quick enough to create the goal scoring opportunities, and they were quite comfortable. You know, they coped with what we threw at them, and we changed that at half time. The things we were doing first half weren't good enough to get goal scoring opportunities, so we had to do something because we looked a little bit lacklustre. Didn't play poorly, just didn't play well enough to create goal scoring opportunities. But what you got to take into account, you know, we've probably made, I don't know, 7 or 8 changes. Change of shape, change of formation completely. 2 lads in a partnership up front, a diamond formation. You know, Townsend coming back from a 6-game ban. You know, all the things that you would think would upset the momentum of a side that are doing well and winning games. And it did a little bit, but it didn't take us long to get back to where we are and move the ball a lot quicker, like I say, second half. We tweaked 1 or 2 things at half time and started to build play up quicker and more often off the front two, created more goal scoring opportunities, and I think fully deserved to win the game.
Good finish from Kieran for the first goal. We were just saying, like, when he scored, we couldn't figure out who it was at first. We didn't expect to see him that high at the pitch.
Well, I'm surprised. It was a great finish, and I don't know what he was doing in there, but you know, fair play. You know, we got good balling down the side, decent possession, great ball in the box, and you know, happy days. Yeah, great finish by him. He's had a good game again tonight. He's in decent nick, good form, and he's been a big player for us the last few weeks, both scoring goals and obviously stopping it going in our net.
And we saw Ezekiel playing his first game tonight. What do you think of him?
I think as a front two, obviously they're very similar in terms of the way they want to play. They both want to run in behind and get at their centre half or at their full back. So they're very similar. So first half, you know, all we were seeing were their backsides rather than one or both of them showing to set up play. Yeah. So that changed second half. How did they do? I thought Ezekiel looked a little bit nervous first half, but I thought he grew into the game, and I think second half we've seen a little bit more about what he potentially could do for us. 2 good headers, so he's got a leap on him, hits the bar. He's a little bit unlucky not to scored a couple of goals, and I think as the game went on, he grew into it, worked his socks off, and I'm pleased that, you know, he's got that work ethic. George Keita, I thought did really well tonight. Again, first half quiet, but then he had a little jink 10 minutes before the half time, got around 1 or 2, and all of a sudden a bit of confidence grows from that. Second half, I thought he did really well. His goal, you know, all comes from what we asked him to do at half time: show a little bit of movement, dummies, goes in behind, gets a trick and gets some end product, which is what we want from him. That's the one thing that's lacking, is end product with consistency, doing it regular. And I think we've seen that tonight, that he's, you know, with confidence. What you've got to take into account with George is he's out for 6 weeks, 8 weeks with an injury. He's come back in, been on the bench, had, you know, 10 minutes here and there. Then he's been left out of the squad the last couple of weeks. Back in for his first game in probably 3 months tonight, and he's grown into it. And I'm pleased with his second half performance. You know, and we need to see that more often now.
And I thought that Tim Sanders had a really good game. His first half, obviously, and he seemed to sort of really do well in that hole, just behind the front.
Yeah, the tip of the diamond. He grew into the game as well. You know, I don't think we moved the ball quick enough first half, and we didn't get him on the ball, you know, often enough. And then second half we did, and I think you can see he's very influential in the way he plays. He stamps his authority on the game high up the park. He's got a pass you know, and what he does really well, which he can't coach, is he knows how to join in off the front two, makes the box, and he finds gaps and spaces that, you know, defenders will find hard to pick up because he comes from deep. And you're spot on that the longer the game went on, the better he become. And he just looks like if you get a run of games into him, he's got goals in him as well.
And of course, I've got to mention Levi Reid making his 250th appearance for the club. It's no mean feat, really.
Not at all.
Come over 3 spells here.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? You know, someone that's been quite loyal to the club over a long period of time, been here in the good times, you know, when they were in the conference, and, you know, scored the penalty to get them there as well. So, you know, and to still be here 3 years ago when we had the tough times and we've had to rebuild the football club, I think it's, you know, credit to Levi that he stuck around when he's perhaps had offers to go elsewhere and play his football, maybe higher up as well, who knows. But I mean, you know, you've got to give him credit. He stuck around through the good and through the bad, and he's a good footballer, and he's a good lad, and he's hung around the last few weeks as well when perhaps he could have moved on, you know, when he hasn't been playing, you know, and he's waited and waited and waited. His attitude's been spot on, and the last couple of games he's got his opportunity. I thought he was superb Saturday for his 45 minutes, and I thought he did really well again tonight. And that's what you want from players, you know. Any player experienced that's been around for 250 games, or a young boy that's, you know, making his debut tonight, you want them doing well when they get their opportunity, taking their chance, being in the manager's face, putting on a performance so that when the next game arrives, they're in the manager's mind. You know, we've got to play him, or he's got to be on the bench, and we've got to stick him in because he's done well. And that's what all you can ask from players.
Jack Sherritt picked up a bit of a knock in the second half. What's the
hamstring? Pulled his hamstring. You know, I think it's quite obvious to see as the ball goes in, he runs after it and pulls up, and it's quite a bad one by all accounts. Physios have looked at it, and it's a pulled hamstring. So not the one that he did a few weeks back. It's the other leg, and it's just unfortunate. You know, we wanted to try and get through without picking up any knocks, but you know, it's disappointing because obviously we got Batch and Mitch out as well. So you know, we picked up another knock, and that'll be a bit longer than it perhaps was last time. It won't be a couple of weeks. That if he's pulled it, it's, you know, be a month or more for sure.
Is there any more news on Batch or Tolly since?
Not at the moment. No, we'll assess them. They've been assessed tonight, and they'll be assessed Thursday with Saturday in mind. We'll see. But obviously both not involved tonight, so not fit.
And then just looking ahead to Saturday, is it your first time back at Rushall since you've been here?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Went back pre-season, didn't we? A couple of years ago for pre-season friendly. The first season took over. So yeah, going back. First game in competitive league cup. Looking forward to it because they're flying. You know, they've had a fantastic start to the season, and it's good to see my old club doing well. You know, I like that because we built something there, and John's carried it on, and that's good. Want to see them do well, but we've got to go there and do a job and put on a professional performance on Saturday. And you know, we owe them one. They beat us on our own patch a few months back. You know, we're in good nick, at top of the league, second, and we've got a tough week ahead of us. First and second, we play Saturday, Tuesday, and if we can get in and out of, you know, Saturday, Tuesday and pick up some points, then I'll be really happy. But it'll be tough. It'll be really, really tough Saturday. Like I say, they're flying. Difficult place to go as well. Slope on the pitch. You know, and conditions there. It's always windy. You know, it's very open as well. So it'll be a battle. Be a real battle because they want to do well against us, and obviously we want to put a show on because of what happened here a few months ago. So looking forward to it. See some old friends. Hopefully we can go there and get something.
Okay.